All right. Well, I think we should take a break. I'm so excited. You know who's coming up? Tucker Carlson is good. Yes, yes. All right. Well, I think we should take a break. I'm so excited. You know who's coming up? Tucker Carlson is going to join us. We have probably the best interview with Tucker Carlson ever because, you know, I did it. The new king of late nights. Another star gets dumped for once supporting Trump. Actor Larry David recently confronted attorney Alan Dershowitz over his Trump ties. The altercation happened at a grocery store in Martha's Vineyard, an island community still reeling from a recent birthday party super spreader event. The story, according to the New York Post, which is owned by our parent company, Cheesecake Factory. Apparently, Dershowitz greeted David, who then walked away from him. That's when the Post source witnessed a verbal exchange, quite intense, and wrote it down because it was so bizarre. So we're going to reenact it for you. We have, I'll be playing the part of Dershowitz, as I often do at home. Kat will be playing Larry David, as she often does at children's birthday parties. So here we go. Larry, we can still talk, Larry.
No, we really can't. I saw you. I saw you with your arm around Pompeo. It's disgusting.
He's my former student. I greet all of my former students that way. I can't greet my former students.
It's disgusting. Your whole enclave, it's disgusting. You're disgusting.
And scene. That was well done. All right. I'm going to put that right up there with Glengarry Glen Ross. Anyway, after that, David walked away and Dershowitz took off his T-shirt to reveal another shirt that said, "It's the Constitution, stupid," which he says his wife bought him because so many people misunderstood his decision to defend Trump. Dershowitz added that he'd been friends for many years with David until he began working with Trump. It brings to mind a quote by Abraham Lincoln, who said, "Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends?" It's a fair point unless you're dealing with actors. You know, I think this is something that has happened probably to all of us here. Maybe not you two, because, but like, you must have like had that question where somebody comes up to you and goes like, "What happened to you?"
Oh, yes.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yes.
What do you say?
First of all, we should clarify for the audience, the script you just read was factual. That wasn't a bit.
No, that
wasn't a bit. That was actually the exchange as reported, which is comedic on its own.
Should be in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
We need to say nothing more. And Dershowitz ripping his shirt off like a superhero, and it says Constitution underneath. I mean, this thing is amazing. Yeah, no, Greg, I mean, I've spent years in what's called the mainstream media, I guess, even if it's sports media, ESPN. And yeah, it is disappointing. Most of this takes place online because that's where everybody's brave.
Yeah.
Very rarely does it take place face-to-face like this did.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, because I have a disagreement with you or I have a different political idea than you, we can no longer be friends.
Right. I actually don't mind losing those friends, but it's often, TW, it's often not my friends. It's their spouses. And they get pissed off and he's like, it's kind of like when your mom tells you that you can't play with Billy anymore because something happened. It's like the wife tells her husband, "No, you can't play with Greg anymore because you know he Trump likes him," or something like that. But it shows kind of this weird thing where the hard left views politics on an emotional, moral level, and therefore you're not just wrong, you're evil.
Well, that's exactly right. Not only are you evil, but you had the leaders of the party telling their constituents to go out and harass conservatives.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Maxine Waters challenging people at a rally to go and find conservatives and to berate them. And really, that's not what this country is about. Listen, we have a lot of disagreements, and we should. We're a free country. At least we have been a free country. I hope we continue to be after the next election. But the reality is when we come together and we settle our differences, we do it at the election box. That's how we do it. And when it's over, you continue to campaign for your beliefs and your guy or your woman, but you don't make it personal. And that's what the left does. They do it all the time. And unfortunately, now they're getting caught on camera doing it. Now they're getting people reporting it because of social media. And it's a bad look. It is not a good look.
And, you know, Kat, I think that the emotional reaction is a replacement for the intelligent reaction. We don't know how, I mean, whenever I hear Larry David talk talk politics, it's kind of nonsensical, but he doesn't care. It's just like, it's always emotional as opposed to factual. You've been through this.
Yes, I've been many times.
And you blame it on politics, even though it's probably your personality.
Well, that's the thing that's shocking is because it's not my personality. That is a reason alone. The fact that I have a single friend is remarkable. I will acknowledge that. But, you know, when I saw this story, the first thing I thought, you know, Dershowitz has been in the news for some other stuff.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe because of that. Nope. No. It's because he had a different opinion on a legal issue that was in favor of Trump. And even though he voted for Biden, that he had anything opinion that could have positively been about Trump, that was too much. And that's what I've gone through as well, because, you know, I vote third party. I've always have. And so nothing has changed. But the same friends, all of a sudden, that was unacceptable to them.
Right.
And I at first made the mistake of when I got the question, what happened to you? Really being like, what do you mean? Trying to have that conversation. Now I don't. Now people say, what happened to you? I just go, whippets.
They're always, I think when people do that, they're trying to figure out why you didn't make their decision to blend. Yep. It's like you could. Why are you trying to stand out? How dare you stand out? Because now you're undermining my own decision to be with everybody else. Because working at Fox, Carly, is an unpopular decision. Have you ever noticed that?
Honestly, I've never run into anything like this before. Thank God.
You know why? Because you're so tall.
I just rise above it all.
Yes.
Privilege.
You know, I was just thinking about what you just said about. Did you hear what happened to Carrie Underwood?
Yes.
She liked a video that was against mask mandate. She liked a video on Twitter.
That's all it took.
Against mask mandates at school. All it took. She was trending on Twitter. People were criticizing her just because she liked the video. And the person who made that video said something like, how dare she like something that they don't like? Yeah. That's an unforgivable sin. But the thing about this is that liberals really think that they show conservatives when they yell at them in public or try and cancel them. Trump rode that hate all the way to the White House.
Right.
Yeah. One of the reasons he won in 2016 is because people finally felt like he gave them a voice that was uncancelable by the media. So people who act like Larry David, that's really where Trump gets all of his power.
Yeah, it's true. All right, up next, Tucker Carlson stops by. And later, more leftovers to share. It's all the jokes we